All right, so take your seats out, get them out of the way. Just get yourself a little screwdriver, pop this cap off. There's a T20 underneath here. T40s, there's 4 of them. 4 of them on a 4-seater, 2 of them on a 2-seater. Just pop those out. Generally, if you have a razor, you've had this on before. Get yourself a screwdriver or a pick to pull the clips. There's 2 in the back, 2 in the front. So just push your seatbelt pieces through, whether you've got harnesses or seatbelts. If you have harnesses, you've had this off before. Some guys, they keep the razors just to keep them working. A lot of guys will split this here, so you don't have to take these out to get the front piece off. Something you can do while you got it off. It's also a good time if you have a 2-seater to grease the carrier bearing, because it'll be right here in the drive shaft. Once you get the boot and everything out of the way, there's a little E-clip here, that little guy, and then there's a little clip on this one. Just a little screwdriver, get it out. Now be careful you don't drop these. There's a little clip there, washer, and you're just going to pull this off. This one's a little bit muddy, so it's sticking. And then your shifter's free. There's a little piece in here, you don't want to lose that either. So pull this clip off, and then the only thing we're going to reuse off of this, we're going to take this part off here. This is 13 millimeter. It's keyed in there, so you don't have to hold that side. We'll pull that off, and I'll show you. We'll put it on the other shifter. All right, so when you're getting ready to put this piece on, you're going to slide this piece in. Angle's going to go like that, like just the way the shifter sits. You're going to slide it in, and I suggest starting these first. On this one, these holes aren't very great from the factory. There's some pieces that were in there. I just had to run a little 3/8 drill through it just to take the little edge off to make starting the screws easier. So just make sure that you can get both the screws to start, and as long as they go in easy without touching the factory shifter mount, should be all set. So just keep it up back in there, thread the bolts back out, slide your shifter piece on, slide this down. And if it's all super muddy in here, like if you're a real mud rider, just take 5 minutes and clean this stuff off. It's just going to make everything work better in the long run. Alright, so you're going to take the other part of the shifter. This is the piece we took off the stock shifter. It's going to go square in the hole. There's 3 holes. All the 1000s turbo, front hole. Just tighten this up. And then you're going to just line up this notch into the whole shifter. So, just going to get it on there, get that on there. It's in park right now. So you're going to slide your shifter piece on. You're going to use the washer that we took off earlier and the little clip. Put your cable back on. You're good to go. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set the tension here. You want to just jiggle the shifter, you'll feel it, it's moving a little bit. So we're going to slide the E-clip on. Make sure you get this on good, make sure you don't drop it. If you don't want to have a nightmare, you can always put a towel over this, so if you do drop the E-clip, it doesn't end up in your skid plate or in the ground. Now you're just going to thread this out a little bit, and just jiggle the shifter a little bit, tighten it, just get it to a nice firm. You don't have to kill it, you don't have to put pliers on here, but just get it so it doesn't have any jiggle. If it's loose, the shifter jiggles and it's going to rattle and it's just not going to work good. So get give it a little jiggle, make sure it's good. At this point, you can grab the shifter, make sure she's going through the gears. There's park. Ready to go. Park, good to go. So now we're going to tighten this little 2.5 millimeter Allen. Again, you don't have to kill it. Just get it so it doesn't allow that to thread. So as long as you can't spin it, it's good enough. So now you're just going to remove the bolts on the shifter here. Then you're just going to slide the shifter off, the handle off. Nothing's going to fall out. It's pretty much all contained. Slide the boot over. This one's a little wet. It always helps being a little bit wet, but you can slide it. It goes to the back like that. So you're just going to slide your handle back on, just like that. All 4 of your screws started, and you can go back and tighten them. Again, you don't have to kill these. And then you're just going to put your console back on, fish your seat belts through, or harnesses, depending what you got, and you're ready to go. Then we're going to check operation, make sure that it's shifting good. You can check it with throw a seat in it and check it with the console off, just to get a little bit better look.
It's in park. To get it in high, pull the handle, just pull it in high. To go to reverse, just push forward in reverse, low. Push forward to reverse, get in high again, pull the handle in, pull it back. Again, reverse, just slam it forward. Low, reverse, park.